AM 1230, 93.3 FM, KTRF, online, trfradio.com. And it is Thursday, which means Hometown Heroes. And our Hometown Heroes brought to you by Roxbury Truck Repair, the Thief River Falls Regional Airport, Phillips Iron and Metal, and Evergreen Bakery and Catering, who, of course, they are part of our sponsorship for nominations as to who to nominate for the show. We had a few more nominations for today's show, and we searched around. Here's the thing. If you nominated somebody and they didn't get on, doesn't mean that we didn't either try or haven't had them on, because a lot of times we'll get nominations of people who have already been on. We've been doing this for well over a year now, so they may have already been on. If that's the case, we look to somebody else, or we try to find somebody accordingly. And today on our show, we welcome in Matt Schaefer. Good morning.
Hey, good morning, Mark. How's it going?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing good.
Thanks for coming into the show today. Appreciate it. All right. Well, first off, we like to find out about our heroes. Tell us where you were born and raised.
All right. Well, I was born in Thief River Falls, and then shortly, 4 years, I suppose, when I moved down to St. James, Minnesota with my mom, and that's where I grew up and did all of my high school. My mom and my sister moved down there, so I did, elementary school, high school, graduated from St. James, Minnesota, but I always came up to Thief River Falls every summer, stay with my dad up here, and so I've always had close ties to Thief River Falls, going back and forth between St. James and Thief River, and really always loved Thief River Falls and the community here, so that's why I'm here now as an adult and living here.
Where did you go to college at?
I went to Northland, actually.
You did?
Yep. So after I graduated from St. James High School, came up here and worked at Westside Motors, and also went to Northland Community College. So I got my 2-year degree there in sales and marketing management and some business stuff. I'd have to look at my actual degree to remember exactly what it says. But yeah, it's a good experience.
You went there to pick up business classes, basically, to get into the business, right?
Sales, stuff like that, and some general education stuff too.
Okay. And what made you want to come back to Thief River Falls? Just the hometown atmosphere, the friendly.
Yeah.
What? Obviously, your dad was here, but I mean, just the atmosphere.
Yeah, I like the atmosphere. There's, contrary to what some people think, there's actually a lot of things to do in Thief River Falls. I love the rivers that we have access to for kayaking, fishing, all those things. And then, of course, I just had a draw here because of my dad and because of his business, and always was really intrigued by that. So I just really wanted to be here and be a part of that.
Mm-hmm. All right. Our guest today, Matt Schaefer. Now, Matt, you got involved right away, knowing that, when you're younger, you're probably, and not that you're not young now, but when you're younger, you're a little more wild, maybe you didn't want to take part in all the, grown-up things. Now that you are an adult, and you have been now for a while, you got more involved. One of those things I know was the Bull Ride Committee that you've been involved with now for a number of years.
Actually, I haven't been involved with that for a number of years. I actually just started being on the committee myself officially for our last season. But
so you haven't been on the committee. You've just been involved with
right. But
okay.
I'm on the committee now. I got on the committee, like I said, last year, for the bull ride that just happened, and then moving forward. But part of the reason why I got involved in the bull ride, even as a kid, was my dad was on the committee. Him and Nori Tooney and Sean Newell and Bob Bergen. They all were kind of the original four that started that bull ride, and then guys like Mike Berry and so many other people got involved as it progressed and went on. So I used to go help out. Set up the arena for the bull ride when I was younger.
That's kind of what I thought you were on the committee, because you've been involved so much.
Right. I'd been involved, run around delivering posters and all that stuff to, surrounding neighborhoods. And I really enjoyed, the atmosphere in the bull ride and the excitement and just all the people that would come together. And I just really like hanging out and talking to people and being involved with things that are happening. So that was pretty fun. And then for a long time I just went to the bull ride and enjoyed the show. And my dad was still on the committee, and all those people did all the work, and I just showed up and, like I said, watched the show. But then I wanted to get involved with it, and he was kind of taking more of a back seat, not being as involved anymore. So then I took a spot on the committee, and it's a great group of people that put on an awesome show. If you were there last year, the crowd was amazing. It was a great show, and next year it was going to be the 25th anniversary. It'll be even better. So
what draws you to it? Is it the bull riding? Is it the local bull riding? Is it the people involved, or is it just? Is it all just kind of fun?
Well, yeah, it is all kind of fun, but I guess originally, when I was a kid, I did have horses. My sister is she's a professional horse trainer out in Montana, so I've always been kind of around the horse part of it. But
You've always been horsing around, yeah.
Yeah, I've always been horsing around, but I was never super involved in the horses or the cowboy stuff. So it really wasn't that so much. It was just the community involvement, everybody working together and putting on this great show that all of a sudden you see all these people just starting to show up in the seats, and then the grandstand is full. And it's all, it's funded by local donations, by sponsorships, and there's great prize money for the professional bull riders.
There's a lot of work to put into this event.
It is a lot of work, yep. And it's becoming a well-oiled machine, but at the same time, it still just takes a lot of work from everybody involved.
But it's volunteer work.
It is volunteer
work. This bull ride committee is, although the bull ride has money behind it to back for the thing, you as the people on it, you're just volunteers.
Absolutely, yeah. So there's nobody on the committee that gets paid.
Right, you give your time.
Yep. Everybody gives their time, and the people on that committee. There's a ton of hometown heroes on that bull ride committee,
no doubt.
And I've just done just a fraction, compared to what anybody else has done. But hoping to go forward and do a lot more.
Yeah, well, you're young, and it's good to get young guys in there too. So,
well, thanks for calling me young.
You're welcome.
I'm 40. Sometimes I feel old, but
oh man, to be 40 again, back when my knees were still working. All right, hey, we're talking with Matt Schaefer on our Hometown Heroes. We'll talk more about some of the other things Matt does in just a moment. I want to remind you, Roxbury Truck Repair is a truck shop, truck and trailer maintenance and repair. It's Roxbury Truck Repair, Thief River Falls Regional Airport, with hassle-free security and free parking. Be sure to check out the benefits of flying local. Thief River Falls Regional Airport, your front door to the rest of the world. Also, Phillips Iron and Metal. They accept all ferrous and non-ferrous metals, including but not limited to stainless steel, copper, brass, aluminum, lead, insulated wire, nickel, high-temp alloys, precious metals, etc. Whether you bring the material to us or we bring us to you, we provide quality service at competitive pricing. And, of course, the friends at Evergreen Bakery and Catering. Fresh donuts made daily, serving breakfast and lunches daily. Stop in and taste the love. Evergreen Bakery and Catering. And they, of course, provide a page on our Facebook page for nominations. Go to our Facebook page, TRF Radio Facebook page. Find the bright yellow and orange page for nominations, and send us who you would like to see as a hometown hero. And again, like I said, we look into all of them. Some we're able to get on, some we are not, but we'd love to have that. And Matt Schaefer, as being a guest today, you'll also receive a certificate for Evergreen Bakery and Catering to enjoy yourself or bring back to the office, however you want to do it.
Well, that might make me a hero at the office for at least a few minutes when everybody gets some treats from, and having a bakery like Evergreen Bakery, that makes them a hero, because that makes a lot of people happy.
You're right. I know you got to get going, but one other thing I wanted to bring up, the Norskis, you're a hockey fan for sure, and you got involved right away, and you're kind of the host out on the show, aren't you?
Yeah, that's what they call me, as the host, and that's a lot of fun. And it's funny, I wasn't much of a hockey fan before the Norskis came.
Really?
And I started going to some of those games, and I've always known that hockey's a cool sport and exciting and fun to watch. I've only ice skated in my life just for fun. I've never played hockey, but starting going to those games, seeing the just how gritty and grindy that SIJHL hockey league is in these these juniors. It's pretty fun to watch, and every one of those guys out there, whether they're on the Norskis team or one of the other teams, they're fighting and they're trying because they want to get into, their goal is college, whether it be a Division III school, or there's even been a couple from the SIJHL that have gone Division I.
So what do you do as the host out there?
Well, as the host, what I do is I run around and try to just help everybody have fun at the game, whether it's, having some kids talk on the microphone, or so there's yelling "Go Norskies." Pizza Hut's a sponsor with the Norskies, so we're handing out some Pizza Hut certificates. Okay. Also, too. Northwest Beverage sponsors the entertainment after the first period, so we have different games that we do. We've done musical chairs, which is done in inner tubes, and that's a lot of fun because people come out there, they put a hockey helmet on, put the inner tubes out there, musical chairs. It's a great time. Or else sometimes we have these bubble balls, also known as soccer ball, where they'll go out and play kind of a little soccer game back and forth. Or sometimes we'll do a foot race, or even sumo soccer, where we'll line them, two people up, and they'll go against each other. First one to push the other one out of the circle is the winner of that round. So we do a lot of different things there. It's a great time, and you also see a lot of other heroes at the Norskies game too, with the Norse Kids Foundation, Tim and Michelle Benton, sponsoring a lot of people to come and enjoy those games. So there's just a lot of great things that you see happen there as well. And of course the playing is great, and Coach Housley and DeFever have a great group of guys this year. So it's going to be fun.
Awesome. Well, keep up the good work. I know you seem to have fun, and I guess that's probably key to anything, right? Whether it's a job, whether it's being on a committee like the Bull Ride Committee, or being a host there, it's all about having fun, isn't it?
It is. Yeah, you want to make every day a great day, and have fun with it and smile, and if you can make one person feel better about their day by doing something in your day, I think that's what everybody should try to do.
Awesome. Matt, thanks for being our hometown hero today.
All right, thank you, Mark.
Keep up the good work.
And one day we're going to have Mark Allen sitting on this side because he is also a true hometown hero.
Yeah. Thanks for coming. I'm cutting your mic now.
Yeah. All right. The only reason I'm here is probably because somebody canceled Mark.
Oh, no. Don't belittle anything right now. Matt Schaefer, our guest today on Hometown Heroes, brought to you by Roxbury Truck Repair, Thief River Falls Regional Airport, Phillips Iron and Metal, and the Evergreen Bakery and Catering.